Johnny, welcome back.
Well, as you can tell, it's a different episode because we changed chairs. We switched seats. We didn't change costumes. We switched seats.
Yeah.
It's a new one.
It should be noted that neither one of us are that technologically savvy, so this is how we delineate time for.
You haven't figured out how to put on a date and time on the bottom of the videos.
Well, that's why we type it on Facebook and it posts.
Oh yeah,
we have
about that. I haven't been on Facebook. You guys out there, I don't like the new format of Facebook. It's anything new at this stage of the game is difficult. So trying to culturalize myself to the new format of Facebook, I'm struggling with it. But let me jump in because I want to keep everyone's attention real quick. I'm investing in a new book. It's been out for a while by Ruiz. It's been out since '97. Of course, me being a quick study, it's been out for a while, and some of you will recognize it, and if not, all of you, I want to encourage you to read this book along with me, and it's called The Four Agreements. And The Four Agreements is a very simple, very practical mode to live by. 4 little things that you say before your daily routine, and I'm going to go over those real quick with you. Be impeccable with your words. Don't take anything personal. Don't make assumptions, and always do your best. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the book, you're thinking, those are pretty mundane, easy going. I mean, how can anybody, sorry about that, how can anybody not go by those 4? But let me, real quick, I'm going to throw this at you real quick. Number 1, be impeccable with your words. If you can hear this, take a second to listen. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of the word, use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. That the first sentence, avoid say only what you mean, and don't beat yourself up so much like I did in the last episode. I had a girlfriend had a great saying. Say what you mean what you say, don't say mean things. Hear that one again. Yeah. Say what you mean what you say, don't say mean things. To yourself or anybody else. Can't do that. It's positive and loving, and forgiveness is the key to self-integrity and self-success. All right, number 2, don't take anything personal. I love this one because I'm the worst. Nothing others do is because of you. Now I butchered that. Nothing others do is because of you. Nothing anybody else does is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality. I'll say it again. What others say and do is a projection of their reality and their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim or needless suffering. Again, you won't be the victim or needless of suffering. So you don't have to be reaction to what it says, and I kind of butcher the sonnet, but that's okay. We can go over it, and I think you understand is that we don't have to be so reactionary to every little thing somebody says. Let it, like a duck's back. Let it roll off. Don't absorb it. Like the Taoist, like Tai Chi. It's avoidance.
Yeah.
No, you take the other's energy and use it against them. A Buddhist told me one time, remember we talked about the gifts a long time ago. Johnny, you need to learn how to accept gifts from others, because by giving a gift, that gives the giver joy. If you don't accept a gift with loving and thankfulness, the giver is cut short. But now think about this. On the other side of the fence, the reciprocate. If someone's bringing you drama and somebody's bringing you whatever BS, you don't have to absorb it. If you don't take it on, it's still theirs. It's not yours. You don't have to take it. So that's huge. Don't take anything personal, because what anybody does to you throughout the day is their own dream, not yours. Okay, I need to hurry because I'm going to lose some of you. Don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. That's huge. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings. That's huge.
Absolutely.
Don't be afraid to ask questions. I don't understand. You're not making yourself clear. So you're assuming one thing, he or she's assuming something else. Ask questions. Have the courage to ask questions and understand. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. Say that again. Don't make assumptions. And as Ruiz talks about the 4 agreements, with just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. I remember when the guy selling me a CPAP machine. Now I have a breather at night to help with breathing, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, this is going to change your life, and your life's going to be so much better. And I looked at the guy like, a breathing machine's going to change my life? No, a breathing machine's not going to change my life. What's our favorite saying? A 6-foot blonde with $1 million in a bar will change my life. not a breathing machine.
There's so many expressions, Johnny. I don't know which one's your favorite.
And here's the last one, and this is a good one. Me being an old football coach, I like this one, and this one really applies to me on my day-to-day, and I'm almost done. Hang in there with me. Always do your best. Always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to when you're sick. Under any circumstance, do your best. Whether you're sick or healthy, whether you have money or no money, whether you have a job or no job, whether you're love hurt, love sick, whatever it is, don't leave any effort on the table. Do your best. And I'm talking to myself. I'm looking in the mirror when
The best one too, just to close in, especially since you mentioned when you're not healthy or you're healthy. I never was stoked when people would say give 100%. What I think is more important is giving your best is give 100% with whatever you have. So some days we're going to be at 50%,
right,
but we can still give 100% at 50%. You know, I think that's where the term best is so flexible, because 100% every single day, it's impossible. We're human.
No.
You know,
we're going to have bad days.
We can do 100% at 50. We can do 100% at 20. We can do 100% at 80. You know, and those things, and I think that's the standard for yourself. Right?
And without being corny, I think, well, Asper, why would the 4 agreements have such a corny, kind of old-fashioned, soapy, do your best? It's kind of like a rah-rah speech. It's called accountability.
Yeah.
It's holding yourself accountable. It's holding the people around you accountable. Yeah. It's holding our relationship accountable. Be accountable to God.
Yeah. It's setting a standard too.
Set a standard.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, do your best. Did you do your best? Nah, I left most of it on the field, or I left most of it on the table. It's not good enough, because you only have so many days. You only have so many hours. You don't want to waste them.
Yeah, I agree. I think that goes back to what you're saying, is like, you know, living with dignity, squeezing a wine
barrel full of life into a baby bottle of living.
Yeah. You know, I think that epitomizes what doing your best is, right?
Yeah, a wine barrel full of life and everything that it brings, good and bad, and trying to squeeze every drop into a baby bottle of living.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was good, Johnny.
It's good. Thanks, Jesse.
You bet, buddy.
Okay, brother. See ya.